Hi friends, we are back and we are joining you today from one of our favorite locations. We are at Evergreen Park and we're back out here at Evergreen today because we want to show you something new and interesting going on at Evergreen Park. So the Park District partnered with the Carbondale Public Library to bring you guys another story walk. The public library has their permanent story walk out at Oakland Nature Preserve, and we decided to bring one out here to Evergreen too, so we wanted to show you guys. So we're right here by the park where you come in, and this is where our story walk begins. So you want to show them where the first page is, Ivy? All right, here we are at page 1. Ivy, you want to tell them what the story's called?
The Mermaid.
It is called The Mermaid by Jan Brett. Under the sea, an octopus family got ready for a swim before breakfast. "Time to put on your new hat, baby," said Okasan. Baby did not like the floppy new hat. The hat was not happy either. As the octopus family set off behind their house, a little mermaid spotted their front door. Canero had been drifting in a warm current with her pufferfish friend. "Take care," Puffy warned. "You never know who may live there." "But I'm so curious," she said. Canero sashayed toward the seashell house. There's a little mermaid. Inside, breakfast had been set out. There was a great big shell, a middle-sized shell, and a little shell. Canero took a bite from the great big shell. "Too crunchy," she said. The little mermaid tried the tender bites in the middle-sized shell. "Too slimy," she said. Puffy could guess what was coming next. Canero sidled up to the little shell. In a minute, the tempting tidbit had disappeared. "Just right," she said. "All gone," said Puffy as he wondered whose breakfast it really was. Canero floated around the seashell house and saw 3 chairs. There was a big chair, a middle-sized chair, and a little chair. She sat down on the large coral chair. "Too many bumps," she said as she smoothed her scales. Canero wriggled into the middle-sized chair. Down she went. "This chair is too slippery," she gasped. Here we are by the lake. You think there's any mermaids in that lake? Yeah, you never know. Maybe Canero's out there. The little chair was the prettiest of all, and Canero sat on it. Just right. Oh! There's a big old bird. You never know what you're gonna see out by the lake. There's some ducks down there too. Okay. The little chair was the prettiest of all, and Canero sat on it. "Just right," she said as she gave her fins a flipperty flip. All that wiggling broke the chair to bits. Canero was sorry about the pretty chair, but not for long, because in the next room she spotted 3 beds. She and Puffy had been swimming for hours and were ready for a nap. She swam over and settled in. "What sweet dreams we'll have," she told her friend. But someone had been eating in that bed, and there were smashed shells and crab claws all around. "This bed is too messy," she sighed. She flipped down on the middle bed. "This bed is too squishy," she complained. As Canero patted her tiara, she spied the last small bed. It rocked like a cradle in the tide. She set her head down on a pillow star and fell sound asleep. Soon the octopus family returned over the sandy shoals. Right away, Otosan saw his bed shell overturned. "Someone has been crunching on my crustaceans," he said, turning pink. Okasan huffed. "My breakfast has been splashed." She turned pinkish too. Baby looked around for her breakfast, but all she saw was the upside-down shell. "Someone has been eating my breakfast, and there's nothing left for me," she cried. Otosan saw his coral chair looking different. "Someone has been sitting on my chair," he announced, now even redder. Okasan went from pink to red when she saw her chair. "Who has been squashing my chair and scattering my teacups?" Baby saw her beautiful chair all in pieces. The hermit crabs were taking it. "My chair is going, gone," she cried. Oh no. Sensing something else was amiss, Otasan squeezed into the bedroom. Someone has been sleeping in my bed. He blasted ocean water and kicked up the star-shaped sand. Puffy felt the ripples as Otasan jetted toward her bed. The soft seaweed she liked to drowse in was dangled and torn. Someone has been sleeping in my bed, she said. Baby octopus peeked inside her tiny bed and saw a beautiful mermaid. Someone has been sleeping in my bed, and here she is. The little mermaid opened her eyes. The adorable baby's eyes were soft and sweet. Her skin was shell pink. Her graceful arms danced, but she was wearing the oddest hat the little mermaid had ever seen. Kaniro, who didn't like to see anyone unhappy, gasped, "That will not do." She thought about her tiara and had an idea. Just then, all 3 octopuses reached for Kaniro with their 24 arms. Puffy was ready. He puffed with all his might. Puffa, pokety poke, stickety stick. His sharp prickles did not let the octopuses near the mermaid. Kaniro had just enough time to leave her gift before she darted away. Kaniro, Puffy, and their new friend Eagle Ray swam away from the seashell house. They couldn't stop smiling about baby octopus's crowning gift. She looked radiant in her beautiful new tiara. So we're all finished with the story hike. It ends right here by the volleyball net, and the big pine tree starts over by the playground. So we hope you guys can come out and check this out too and enjoy a nice walk around Evergreen Park and read our fun story about the mermaid. What story did that remind you of? Where it's like, no, where it's like there's 3 animals, Goldilocks and the 3 bears. It reminded me of that one too. I feel like it's just a different version of that story, right?
Little Mermaid and Goldilocks and the 3 bears
combined. So we hope you guys can come out and enjoy the fall weather and read a fun story too. We'll see you soon. Bye.